Objective 3. Describe the meaning of sigma notation. If we let x1, x subscript 2, x subscript 3, all the way to x subscript n be some data values, then the summation notation, the symbol that's listed here, stands for the sum of the data values. So this is what we use for the summation notation. Now, what that tells us is that whenever you see this symbol, you're looking for the sum. So if you want to find the sum of the data values, it would take x subscript 1 all the way to x subscript n. So let's take a look at the first example here. It says the example, the table below gives the population and the amount of wine consumed in millions of gallons of 5 countries. So we want to consider the amount of wine consumption and then find the values of x1 all the way to x5. So since we're looking for the column that represents the wine consumption, then what we're going to do is we're going to let x1 equal 770, x2 is going to equal 745, x3 is equal to 576, x4 is equal to 536, and x5 is equal to 444. Now in part B, it says find the sum of all the data values for x subscript I that you found in part A, and then what does it mean in this situation? So we know that the summation is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5, because we have 5 data values. So to find the sum, we know that x subscript 1 is 770 plus 745 plus 576 plus 536 plus 444. So let's go ahead and add those numbers up. So we have 770 plus 745 plus 576 plus 536 plus 444, and that's equal to 3071. So what does it mean in this situation? Well, that means that the total wine consumption of the 5 countries is 3,071 million gallons. In part C, it says consider the populations of the different countries. So now we're going to look at the populations and then we're going to find the values of x1 and x2 and x3 and so on. So x1 is 316, x2 66, X3, 61, X4, 81, and X5 is 1,350. In part D, it says find the values, or find the sum of the data values that we found in part C. So remember that the formula to find the data values is taking X1 plus X2 plus X3 plus X4 plus X5. And so let's go ahead and find the sum of that. So finding the sum, we have 316 plus 66 plus 61 plus 81 plus 1,350. Let's go ahead and add that up. So we have 316 plus 66 plus 61 plus 81 plus 1,350, which gives us 1,874. So what does it mean in this situation? Well, we were looking at the population in millions. So we would say that the total population, now it does give us a year, so it's in 2013. So the total population in 2013 of the 5 countries is 1,874 million.